Hi, this is John from FunKing.com, and welcome to another in our series of website reviews, which we have under the Web Source tab in the main FunKing blog. Today's featured website is the Bloomberg site, and you can get to it by typing in www.bloomberg.com. And this is the free website that is attached to the Bloomberg Professional. Bloomberg Professional is the terminal that you'll find on every single trading desk in every serious financial institution around the world. It has a tremendous database of prices and other information. It also has some very powerful analytics built into it. It has a solid trading system, and it also has the messaging and the chat feature, which everyone seems to like very much. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Bloomberg free service. If you're interested in the professional service, you can go right to there, but I will warn you it's about $2,000 per month per terminal, so they're not giving it away. Now, the part I like about the Bloomberg free service is right here, and this is the Bloomberg Mobile. And as you can see, they have different applications for different types of platforms, and I would advise getting one of these on your smartphone or your iPad or whatever you have, and checking in on it frequently. I think you'll find there's a tremendous amount of news and data and charts that are very, very valuable, and it's actually quite amazing that this is offered for free. Now let's go back to the main site. What the thing you're looking for here is all the market data. You're also looking for the news services. Bloomberg is trying desperately to raise its standards up to the same level as the other major news outlets. It started out primarily as a competition with Reuters, but now they're really in a competition with Fox and the major mainstream media outlets. But I'll tell you, the first thing I want to say is that although perhaps buying Business Week was a good idea, I don't think it's done anything for the design of the website. Call me a traditionalist. I was a Bloomberg user for 20 years, but first thing I would do when using this site is go right down to the bottom and hit this link here going to the old version of Bloomberg.com. And that will take you into something that I'm much more familiar with. I agree that this emulates the sort of Windows 3.0 that's in the terminals, and maybe I'm just nostalgic for my old terminal, but this is a much cleaner, much easier layout for me to jump into. And I think you will find, and I think that's one of the purposes of this whole series, is to find ways to quickly isolate information, find out where you want to go, and move on and make your investment decisions. So I would set this to the address that we put down right here in the corner, and I would go from here. Now there's plenty of good information in here. Remember that a lot of the interviews are very much puff pieces. So, you just want to have that in the back of your mind. The big sponsors of Bloomberg, the people paying $2,000 per terminal per month, are also the big fund managers and the big investment banks that are being interviewed here. So they're going to be very gentle on these people. You're not going to get a lot of hard-hitting news there. That said, you will get some very interesting information about companies and what's going on. You'll also find some very good comments about commodities, futures, options, and also currencies. So I would take a look through this site. Just remember the bias that they are going to be very gentle on their subscribers. But there's some very good information, and it is backed up by one of the biggest databases of financial information that you're going to find. So I hope that's very helpful. Dig around in the site. I would definitely recommend getting the mobile application on your phone or on your mobile device and starting from there. But once you're ready to do that, jump into the website. I would definitely get a free registration, and you can store asset prices that you want to watch. And it's a very good site, and I highly recommend it. This is John from FunKing.com. Best of luck with your investments.